Shanti, Shanti. Asato ma Satgamaya, Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang today. Thank you, thank you. Welcome also all those who are joining us via broadcasting for today's Satsang. Welcome to you. First you come.
Hello, Guruji. Hello, Guruji.
Hello, my love. You're not ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I feel like I'm through, but I have still this mind play that wants to control some things, and I just want to bring it to you because I'm done. I just want to be done.
Okay. This is not an unusual question. It's very much earth question. What I mean by that is that nearly everyone who lives knows this kind of experience. The mind is going off into some strange way. How long has it been like that?
My whole life.
Your whole life? Even from childhood?
I don't know that, but there was something from childhood that I also wanted to bring. So since you
Well,
brought that up, I wonder if it's relevant.
Okay, because at some point, as soon as we have developed the ego identity, you did not develop the ego identity in a laboratory or something, just in life as we go. And it seemed like our whole community, societies, families, friends participate. It's not some kind of everybody ganged up on you. We're doing it all to each other, regarding each other as merely the body-mind and conditioned person. So all interact like that. As soon as you are not this person, in fact, the earliest knowledge you have or knowingness you have is just the intuition you know you exist. Nobody told you that. The consciousness announces itself in the body, in the vibration, the sense, I am. And this I am, we are using it to this very day. It is a godly principle, but it must be understood. The I amness is not personal. It is the earliest manifestation arising from absoluteness into manifestation. The vibration, the intuition, the sense, I am. We all say I am. All I am. It is like the announcement of intelligence and sentience in the body. So that's not personal, but somehow it is caused in such a way that it's projected further and it identifies with the instrument. The consciousness is here to experience diversity. The elemental play, nature, everything is to be experienced, and the sense of being and the relationship to life, all of that. Just give me a moment. And it causes to be an identification arises in the instrument, which is necessary for consciousness to taste experiencing and diversity. And the identification with the body and the belief subsequently that I am my conditioning, I am my gender, all of this sprouts into what you call a person. But behind the person, the pure aspect of the person is just consciousness. It is the same for one, it's the same for all, like that. So as we grow in the mode of personal identity, the way of experiencing becomes increasingly complex. We develop a strong sense of individuality and a sense of autonomy. I'm coming to you, but I must open up this space a little bit more. And we develop desire, a sense of insecurity, the need to be accepted and loved and appreciated. All these things are developing inside the personal character like that. But it develops into a very, also negative complexities come. And the person starts to experience personal issues, likes and dislikes, attachments, fear, all these things come into the play. And we will live like that. We don't know for how long. Maybe lifetimes, some say, you know. Generally moving with personal identity, making choices, dreaming, projecting, seeking ways to fulfill our projections. All of this is the big matrix of the human experience. And now we come to a point where many beings become exhausted. Our days are only beautifully punctuated by sleep, where we have a rest from perceiving and experiencing, which brings a certain tiredness to the mind and the body. Break comes through deep sleep, like that. So we come to a point where for many people it is like it's enough. You know, it's like it's like the weeds are overgrowing the tree, and more space is needed. And sometimes I say perhaps one of the great modern sicknesses is a lack of inner space. So much information, so much things to do, nobody has time, Not even the unemployed have time. Everybody is so much to do, and it's like this. So no wonder that we come into such a stressful environment, you see. But it's going somewhere. It's not just a negative. We will experience life sometimes very negatively for a while. But this very negativity pushes us to aspire for the positive and ultimately for freedom. This is like that. When you have come to the stage where you are in such a place like this, it means that you have had a sense, a glimpse, a belief that there's a way out beyond the apparent limitations of personhood. You've come to find it like that. And it is possible because you come to see that the best a person can be is not enough. The best a person can be is not enough. That is the outcome of your spiritual intelligence. Something feels, yes, I have everything a human being can want, but something is missing. And for some people, that is their road and their way to freedom. They found, I'm everything I was told I need to have to represent a successful life. By itself is not enough. There's a hole in my heart. I am not happy. You see? But each one have their own road through which you must come to a point where something is thirsting, hungry, to drop the heaviness, to drop the mind, we can say. But in that, in satsang, you say, also, is it possible? We think we can drop the mind. Is it possible to drop the mind? Then one more stage, can you drop the person who suffers the mind? Can it be dropped even? And who is going to drop it? We have come to such a point, you see. And so I feel I can say all these things because I always have good news for you. Yeah. It's not going to end on a bad note. Oh, sorry, darling, we're stuffed. We're nothing to do. No, they are to show you the way that all of this that seems sometimes oppressing, suppressing, heavy, is also, there's an underground stream not discovered. And this stream is the stream of your true journey to your liberation as the Supreme Self. You must find that. And it's the one thing you must go to find which is not outside you. Every other journey is a path going somewhere, some distance is involved, like this. But this journey, so to speak, sometimes it has been called a pathless path, because all paths go somewhere. They go away from you. But this path is no distance, so why even call path? The path here only represents the urge to seek, but the actual distance is only the distance of a concept, a thought. Now we come up to the place you say, now my mind has been for a long time, it's all this stuff and it's troubling me. If there was no you, could the mind cause trouble? To whom would it give trouble? To itself? Some people say, yes, all of this is the mind giving trouble to the mind. But it doesn't quite touch our heart. Who is being troubled by the mind? So if this one was not there, who would the mind trouble? It needs an opponent, it needs a target. And the target is taken to be, presently, the feeling in us, I. But this I is a personal I. I said earlier, the pure I, yeah? Only the I which is of the form of consciousness is the true I, and not any other use of I which only relates to time and change, life and death. The I in us must not merely represent something personal and the body-mind. There's a subtler, higher value of it when it denotes consciousness. Consciousness. I'm here. That's what the real meaning. This one will not be disturbed by the mind, the psychological play. Memories strongly feature in this play. The memory we have, sometimes we're holding on to old hurts, unresolved pain, and that is adding to the weight that we feel we have to carry and be getting too heavy. So today, I'm saying all this so that what I'm pointing becomes more clear, and how it works. And now you say, my mind has been troubling me, I know what I am, but still the mind is, I say, let's take a closer look. Perhaps the one who is saying, I know what I am, is not what I am. Perhaps the one who is saying, I know what I am, but my mind is stopping me from being there properly, you see. And we are accepting that this position of the one who is saying that I know I am the self, but it's not enough. This knowledge, this knowingness is perhaps still only an intellectual conviction, a mental conviction. It has to be all-pervading, it has to be totally clear. So the person, the sense, the one who say, my mind is giving me trouble, this one is a universal voice. Even kings, great diplomats, every doctors, lawyers, every type of person is going to suffer from this mind. Why? You think because you're a king, you're above it? No, nobody's above it. Because all are holding on to the sense, I am this person. I am unique. I'm different from you. You see? And that is the only, what I call, the idea we have of who we are. Not yet the completeness. And only that is going to be attackable by the mind. Now, is it such a bad thing or a good thing? Let me explain something. The one who is being attacked by the mind, it has been arranged that this would be so. Because if it wasn't attacked by the mind, if it was not disturbed by its own projection, if it cannot control its own projection, or if it could control its own projections, if it was everything is fine, you would not wake up. You would just perpetuate in a state of ignorance. And no ignorant state can proliferate, can bring joy and happiness. So this Paramatman, God arranged the universe, the world like that, and it's a love expression. Because for a while we must taste this sense of identity, and we must aspire for something higher than that. Because you'll see as you grow in your present identity, there's a natural urge to evolve beyond this. Because no state is satisfactory until you reach home. Yeah. No state is satisfactory until you reach home. There was one thing where a man and his wife was working with homeless people, and then the husband one day come to visit and was talking with one of these homeless people and saying, I'm seeing that my wife's work is very helpful in to help all you homeless people. And the homeless man says, sir, we are all homeless until we find God. We are all homeless people. You could live in a palace, but you are still homeless until you find truth. What powerful thing is it? You also have come, you want to be home. You maybe have a beautiful apartment, but it's not enough home. Home is, home is where the heart is. It's all written all over
Guruji, sorry, this means so much that you brought this up right now. Because, I sent you that song, the Hallelujah song, and there's something so amazing right now because it was, the lyric of it is, may every heart be discovered as home within. And it's a prayer, and it just totally, that means so much to me.
Why not see if this prayer can be answered today?
Yeah, because everything in my life was literally, all the control I thought I had was just ripped away from me in the last number of years, and I've been just on my knees and truly and only in the last 6 months have I fully just surrendered, and thanks to your grace, and it's just, that's been such a big theme about where is home. It's really big, and now I understand that, but the control, it's like the closer I got to you physically and to be here, those remnant things have been coming up, and I'm really grateful because I've learned to be super grateful for all of this really big trauma.
Let's understand the mechanism of it. There is a mechanism functioning in the body-mind that it's fine, everyone thinks a certain way about what you have to achieve in life. But as soon as this one is to search for freedom in the sense of what I'm speaking, no? Freedom to be who you truly are, not who you think you are. As soon as that spark is lit inside you, a storm comes, like something is resisting to break out of the mold. And I bet you everyone has a point to say, yes, it was so difficult to come here, it was such an obstacle. Why? We think, if you are coming to search for truth, shouldn't the universe kind of like come down? No, and something is going, no, you can't go, oh, the plane is going to crash, this is going to this, all these things are happening. To put something off, that is in the play of this Maya. That something can feel, the resistance is coming. And some people, they don't have much to stand up against this resistance, so they buckle and they go back and say, no, it's not for me. They live to fight another day. But others, they say, no, I know this thing. Every time I am choosing something that is good, something bad seems to come. Like this it is for many people. Now, I can move on from this point now to say that who is suffering the mind attack? And I want to say it is a mixture of consciousness and conditioning identity. A mixture of consciousness and conditioning. And so one part is, it's like feeling under threat. You see, as soon as you have this idea of personhood, this attack will come. And in a way, gradually it goes on your side if you don't give up. Because you persevere, you carry on, you push. More space comes, more understanding comes. You're growing more and more in, not growing in size, but in subtlety, in understanding, in experience. This is the growing. You see, the psychological play of the mind as your tormentor is largely a construct of the mind. The one the mind is attacking also is also mixed with a lot of illusions. Both are illusory. But because there's a strong belief in personal identity, the struggle goes on. The one you believe you are, the idea you have of yourself is suffering from its own projections. And now I put to you, the possibility is to recognize that this person, which you feel is the fact of who you are, this personal identity feeling is recognizable. Not necessarily in every detail, but there's a sense that, wait, this is just my persona, this is the mind. Sometimes you say it's my mind, sometimes you think it's your person, they are together working. But some space exists behind that scenario, whereby by speaking like this, you can begin to sense, wait, yes, I can observe Of course, it is seen. But why has it not been admitted before? Because the thing that is seeable, it's impregnated with so much identity. There's so much identity that as soon as you begin to see that it's possibly not real, fear comes also. That it is disappearing. In the light of your recognition, it's losing its power. And even this can bring fear also. I am disappearing. I'm feeling lost. What am I to do? It's still the voice of the fading one. What can I do? Please help. Please. Watched in the presence of that which is true. And just this, what I tell you here, is the paradox that seems to hide the truth, where I was calling the mask of God. The mask as a life of its own, it seems. But it cannot have a life independent of the truth. It cannot have it. And this is why I ask you, everyone is speaking with conviction. Yes, I did this, and when I was 18, I went to live in this place, and then I discovered Vipassana, and I did Vipassana for 5 years, and after this, I lived in a cave for 3 years, and I did that one. But I didn't get it. Something is still troubling. No matter what I do, my mind is still so strong. And so we have embraced this position and identity as the fact of who you are, and the fact you assume of who you are is searching for some remedy to kick off the mind, kick him off, so that I can be fine. I want to tell you, this one will not be fine. At best, you can say that yes, there is something for this one. If you have trust and faith in God or in a saint or a sage, then you can ride on the righteousness of that sage. That trust will help you. You will go to heaven. With that faith, with that trust, a willingness to give up the attachment to personhood. And grace is helping to liberate you, to take off your weight, to develop more trust, to feel peace. But you can still do all of that and still retain ego. You understand? The ego has become a sattvic ego, a nice ego, but still ego, meaning still separated from the full truth of what you are, but better than previous ego. We are growing, we are getting more kind, more spacious, not so afraid. So this one, the evolution of consciousness in its form of a person, that is experienced and tasted by many millions of people around the world. But in Satsang here, we're pushing a step further, you see. That this one, even as evolved as it can be, is it witnessable, you see. That is my point. Is this one also perceivable? Is it? Yeah. You may not be able to tell he's wearing a white shirt today and stripy trousers, not like that. But you know the presence of it. You know the vibration of it. You know the thoughts that are the pattern of thinking, the way of feeling, the judgments and so on, is the way in which you recognize, yes. And you may say, this is me, that's just how I am. And we go no further, because you cannot jump over yourself, it seems. But you can surpass the present idea of who you are. And God made it so beautifully that even our personality, we keep on upgrading and changing. So you see, if that is possible, then at no stage was that your final state. The personality is changing. It's losing its shape all the time. Change, like an amoeba is always changing shape. Something is aware of it. If you are 5 years old and it's the first time you look in a mirror and you say, yeah, fascinated. When you are 7 or 8, you're still looking, the face is changing. When you're 12 and 13, you look, okay, it's still changing, something changing. Or you may, if you could cut your life up in spans of 5 years and you were interviewed, what do you think of life? Who are you? What do you want to do? What you say at each time over a period of 20 years is going to differ. How you look is going to change. And each time you're going to feel, this is me. So which one is the most true you? Everything is only a stage. Which is the true you? In the realm of manifestation is the realm of change. So there's always changing. So how can anything be fixed enough to be relied on? It's always moving. By the force of nature, by the law of existence, it will always be changing. Is there something that does not change? Do you remember or have you experienced anything that has come and stayed? Never change. So all this belongs to the realm of change. There's an aspect of our manifest life which is always changing. But I am pointing also now to something which is never changing and which very few human beings are conscious of it or even give any value to that, you see. In Satsang, you're here to discover that, not as a concept, not even as a belief, but as your direct experience. And I want to see how you are when you discover this. If you can talk about troubles. Yes, after realizing the truth of who you are, the mind will not suddenly go, okay, chalo, I'm gone. No, it's going to keep coming for a while, even strong, to shake the tree and say, no, 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 I'm not going to let you get away with that. I've been with you for 500 years, I'm with you. I'm not going to walk away from you, it's you and me. But now you will be in a new place where you're not afraid, where you can see all this with sparkling clarity, where you can see the foolishness of the mind. It will not have the same virility, the same influence, the same impact anymore. And your normal state of feeling, your ground feeling, will not be of this personal static energy always humming away. It will be the unchanging awareness itself. So you ask question, and first of all, we are opening it up so it doesn't just seem only personal, it's a universal phenomenon. And as much as we can bring understanding to it, then the last stages of it becomes easier for you. You'll understand what is happening, you'll understand the mechanism of the psychological identity. And observe also that it is observable. The very one you have always associated, this is me, what can I do, please help me, I want to finish all of this. This one, who has ever put it under the light of introspection? Who has ever brought it? Because it has been taken as the fact of who you are, and what you take as a fact, you don't question. And because you don't question, the Maya mind has been playing around with you all this time. Every shape you take is on your back. Sometimes walking along side by side with you. When you're not looking, it's on your back. On top of your head. And it will be like this. So, narrowing it down to you, you said, my mind is giving trouble and giving trouble. And now it's giving trouble. Particularly as something is responding to satsang, I'm feeling the mind is getting even more noisy. Sometimes I'm speaking and your mind is going blah 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 blah, and so that you're going, sorry, I can't hear, sorry. I could shout in your ear, you are not, pardon, and like this, no? Because it can play like that. It can also play that you're in satsang, I start to speak, you go to sleep, all these tricks. And it's good that you experience them so you know how it can play. Now, if you can observe and acknowledge that there is a space where even this is seen, where even seeing is seen. Have I gone too far in saying that?
No.
That even the function of perceiving, there's an awareness of it also. Who can admit? Yes. Still have some more to go. Where you know. Sometimes the mind, imagine I'm asking too complex a question. Oh, he's gone now, we can't follow. You see? And if you take that reading, then you give up. No, this is too complicated for me, it's too mental. That's another trick. When I say that even some thoughts, some sensations are so subtle that there are not any words for them in any language, yet they are perceived in consciousness. So that gives you a hint that even the one you take yourself to be is perceived in consciousness. Not by the person. The person itself is also seen. I want to know if you're there. Even the sense of your person. You know, you may call it your mind. Like right now my mind is very jumpy, jumping about. Who is seeing that? That which is aware of mind jumping about, is that jumping about also? This is an interactive satsang. That which is aware of the mind jumping about, my mind doesn't trust you, my mind doesn't like, okay, I'm used to that. Yeah, but the one who is aware that the mind is behaving like that, is that one not trusting? Is that one behaving? Please tell me, because I tell you what, on this understanding, your freedom, if you're not afraid, because you could be afraid, your mind is afraid of freedom. But I want to tell you something. Not really. It plays afraid. It plays afraid. Actually, it doesn't exist. How many people fell off that bridge? It doesn't exist. It only exists in your own consciousness that is believing in it, and in some strange way keeps the fuel of delusion burning still. This is what I was speaking about, to say that in each one, your perception of life is unique, shaped by circumstances, time. So many things contribute to the unique way you are experiencing at this moment. Many of these forces and influences are untraceable, but many are coming like that. We don't have to go down that road. We don't need to. That's my good news. We don't have to go into over-analysis. It's simple enough. You are aware. Because you don't meet enough people who are aware, you get away with unawareness. Because we can still on the same page, we can talk. But as soon as someone exhibit more clarity of awareness, suddenly you want to become more clarity of awareness. We are competitive. This is also mind. Also, God also know about that. Also, so someone is leading the way. When you find one who is free, then everyone, so I know him, so I should be able to be free. Sometimes there's a reluctance and hesitation. Maybe you think by being free, you're going to be a freak. Who wants to marry a Buddha? Who wants to employ one? You see? I'm saying these things not just as a joke, because in some subtle way, we may be sheltering some fear. On the surface, you look like you're going for it, but deeper down, there's a hesitation. There's a little bit a check. There's a little bit a compromise. There's a little bit of an avoidance. There's a little bit of postponement. It's true or not? And so it is good that you're aware of it, Because when you're aware of it, you have to admit it. When you admit it, its power is diminished. And then you are now living without this influence of that negative state, which you become accustomed to, and then start to protect. These are the things. That's why I say the truth is simple, it's already here. But the seeker of truth is complex, and strongly filled with many delusions. See? I have to say, because what I'm doing, you are standing there, and I don't feel to throw just a line at you to see if I can hook you in. I want to throw a net over as many as possible, because I'm hungry. And see, as much as can be caught. And these fishes, they want to be caught, mostly. And they're putting out, why you're smelling the bait? Because of these subtle characteristics, behavior. If you are aware of them, then they will not be on top of you anymore. Come back to the place you are aware even of your present and most intimate sense of yourself. Can only be known because there is a deeper intelligence, a deeper observing place. So if you can see now that when you say, yeah, my mind is so and so and so, in a short while it's changed again. And then after that it's changed again. So you're trying to catch a fish and then he turns into a rabbit. So you start to run, the rabbit turns into a bird. It is not stable. Your sense of person is not stable. It keeps on shape-shifting. But you who is perceiving this, what shape do you have? That which is aware of the sense of the person that you keep relating, this is who I am, that which is aware of it, does that have a shape? Does it have quality? Then I stop for a moment, check in. Who is in the house? Check in. Who is in the house? There's some person in there. Or what is it? Space. Is space your landlord? Is it you? Or are you a carrier of memory? Are you a content of so many things, memory, projection, desire? Or are those perceivable? And as they are seen, they lose their grip, they lose their influence, and they float away in the presence of that which is. Like I say, some people come, Guruji, bless my. It's fine, okay, bless. And genuinely also. But on one of my walks, I met a man. He's probably here, I hope he is. And he says, please bless me to wake up to the truth. In speaking like this, you are somehow looking, and in the intelligence of your observing, many things which are untrue are floating away because they cannot bear the laser light, the grace light of real seeing. They live in the shadow, in the blind spot of your identity. Now even identity is sensed. the mind comes in the form of identity, and this identity is saying, my mind is giving me trouble. And there is a knowing, a seeing, which has not been exercised, it has not been acknowledged, that all of this, all this traffic, all these clouds passing, they are just, nothing is stable, everything is passing. Memory gives the illusion that they are real, but they are all passing, especially when you have discovered your stillness. Especially when you have discovered your stillness. Not you being still, just that which is stillness. Stillness is not trying to be still. Silence is not trying to be silence. Peace is not there because of some peacekeeper. You are the formless inside the form. You are the silence inside the sound. You are the unmoving inside each movement. Maybe you can say you're both, but in the movement, everything is changing. It only makes sense when you recognize you are unchanging. Let's not even say you are unchanging. Let's say there is the unchanging recognized. Because when you say I, the reflex is to associate the I with a person. But the I am speaking from is not the person, it's the intelligent principle. Let's see. Have I gone too far? Just pointing this out to you. Now, some person standing in the same place like you, when I ask you, okay, so now what we must do, they may say, no, it's finished. They could just have seen and say, no, actually, the problem and the one who stood up to part the problem is no more here, not the trouble. It was simply a belief. It was a belief. It was believed into existence and accepted as true. So it perpetuated. But now it is seen that it was conjured up in the mind, even the idea of myself. Yesterday, walking back, one friend came and she was saying, her mother was trying to speak in Russian, then daughter was speaking, you see. And she's saying, yes, Guruji, I see myself, I see. That I cannot see myself because I am the one seeing. I think I'm trying to see the self, but I cannot see it because I am it seeing. Then how many sadhanas you need to practice now? How many things to study if you see this? Does it conquer only a third of the manifestation? No, everything. Everything. Everything that appears, whether it is of the elemental appearance or of thought and feeling, everything is appearing in its light. Does it mean that you will, okay, what's the point? What's the point now? What's the point? No. Somehow this dynamic play, your relationships, all this, we will see, because there are some beings who are destined to just have wake up to the complete, and their roles are so high, most people don't even know nothing about them. They don't have to go back and have a job. There are some. Others can go back, you can go and have your own business, whatever it is, and it's still the self. Paramatma has shaped it like that. The Supreme Self will still manifest. Even if you come to that Nirgun Brahman realization, you may still have a dynamic activity going on. Nobody knows who you are actually. So I cannot say if you realize, then you know, yes, you're going to be like this and this and that. Wherever you are is perfection, whatever role. And now speak.
I still feel the duality.
Hmm?
I still feel the duality.
Yes, yes. You can feel duality because the mind is there.
I'm oscillating, which is why I'm standing here.
Say again?
I'm oscillating all the time. And
Yes, you see, you claim the oscillation. I say you observe the oscillation. You identify with what is oscillating. You say, oh, I keep oscillating. Sometimes I am, lost and so desperate. And at times swing oscillation, feel, hallelujah, and oscillate. Then
luckily,
something is aware of.
Over.
Huh?
Luckily, the desperation is over.
Desperation is over.
Yeah.
You have to make sure it's not just over for now.
Mm-hmm.
A certain seeing comes so profound that you cannot be fooled again. You cannot be fooled. Maybe for a moment, because you have the body and consciousness and the life force, yes, let's not speak in absolutes then, because that combination of body, consciousness, life force, can spin out some thought activity, some form, but it cannot prevail just momentarily. A shape is there, and then it comes back. Just like I have a glass of water, if I shake it like this, and it will shake, then if I put it to stop here, by itself it comes to stop. I don't have to wait, it will come by itself, because the nature is to come back to that. So you may experience even some mind remnants, an identity will swing in now and again. And it's not bad, because it means that it prevents you from slipping into a state of complacency. And you're always exercising this attentiveness. That's not a strain, that's a joy. That's a joy in itself. Is it good that we're speaking like this?
Yes.
Yes. You are finishing your sorrows.
Yeah.
You are finishing sorrow. And the patterning, the template is being broken with this understanding that to keep revealing where you are, because the habit and the reflex is to keep on holding to a shape. And every shape comes into time and change. You don't have to go into shape so much. Let the body be. Don't say, well, I can't be shapeless because I can still see the body. No, not like that. Let the body be, no? But whatever it is, it's not the body that says it is you. It is something that's saying, I am the body. The body is innocent, no? So just when I say shapeless, and I say, don't touch any ideas, nor any self-definition for now. And what remain? Again, spaciousness. What is the gender of space? What is the astrological sign of space? What race is space? What religion? And yet, I'm not talking about just the phenomenal space. I'm using space as a synonym for the expanse of the self. What philosophy do you need? And yet, when it is recognized, you see, are you missing anything at all? Are you missing anything? Only here is your completeness. Before you thought to be complete, I have to have a partner, I have to have a job, I have to have this. We associate so many perishable things to have a momentary feeling of completeness for a momentary form. But all this is seen and perceived from the place of formlessness. True or not?
Yes.
Yes. Then acknowledge this formlessness. Yeah. Is formlessness everywhere apart from here? Is there a you, a form inside the infinite formless? Do you visit formlessness, and then, oh, I'll come back later. Or is that not also an idea appearing in form? Short-lived. Can what you are perceiving intuitively, can this now disappear? What the quintessence of your understanding? Just, is it mental? Is it an intellectual conversation? No. So the quintessence, can it leave? As long as you have the sense of an I, you can feel, yes, I don't know if I can keep it. This is the nature of the I. It wants to possess. But it is only a speck inside the infinite. In fact, every movement, every happening is merely a blip in the immensity of the non-happening. Do you feel contracted and tight? Of course not. You feel restricted and now I have to make sure that I'm always space. Only if you let your mind in. If you say, Mr. Mind, I need your help. Mind, I need your help. Yep, I'm here. This is not a curse against mind. Mind is doing an excellent job. It has to play this role for the role you're playing as a person. And together it will act as friend and foe. And help you to evolve, to aspire. Then one day you will see not needed. Okay? Yes. One day. Today. Yesterday. You said, you see, that still there is duality. Yes. You may perceive the functioning of the mind and form and shape. Why not? Why should you not? Does the reality need some condition? Like, I can be real if they're not there. That's not true. In spite of all things, being whatever they may be, I am. You touch one thing and you say, now you see, but I'm still oscillating. What a costly thought to attach yourself to. Those Tarzan, trying to find where's the next string to hold on to. It is as simple as that, actually. Some thoughts, we have developed a deep relationship with them through memory and through the memory of previous experience, whether you enjoyed or suffered them. They are the ones who are going to keep coming back to see whether they are invited in or not. They may be the ones that bring in the sense of vulnerability, or the ones that promise you a good time. Yeah, you're on top of the world now, but you are alone. We are partying. Come. So, is this a bad thing? No, it's a good thing. You start to, at some point, see that everything that you once thought were just bad luck was an opportunity for auspiciousness to say, yes, I needed that, to see where there was still a tendency to identify and to desire something which creates pain. Just like that. The realization of the self is not prude. It's not like, oh, you better be a good little boy now. Oh no, we don't do that sort of thing. Sometimes people have this also, that now, from now on, you have to be a certain way, you have to behave. It has nothing to do with any kind of constructed behavior, nothing like that. It's fresh, it's spontaneous. It's been long misunderstood. In fact, not known. Because no one who knows it would create delusions about it. So before you go back to your seat now, say something. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but show me yourself.
Hello. I feel just so spacious and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it merely a feeling?
No.
No, I'm just checking. Is it merely feeling? It's a nice feeling. Spacious. See? Is there somebody experiencing spaciousness? A very subtle thing. Is there somebody experiencing, yes. I like to go to Satsang because when I go to Satsang I feel spacious. Is it like that? Then it's a compromise, it's not, go beyond this. And what would create that feeling? This I quality that preserves the sense of personhood. Yeah. It wants to treat everything, including the ultimate, as an experience. The Supreme Self is not an experience, it is not an event. It is not a happening. The realization of it may be said to be that occurred, but the Self does not occur. It doesn't happen. The seeming awakening from ignorance, the recognition of that which is not ignorant, may seem that happened. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Now, sometimes we have a talk like this. It's gone on for some time, and I want to point something out, that your mind might be holding a question, and by holding on to the question, it reduces your listening. Maybe the answer to your question has been answered by me, but you're still holding on to your question. They say, I want you to answer it for me. So powerful is seeing that sometimes you see one thing you think is a small thing, and through that one hole you can see everything. Otherwise the mind individuates and starts to say, yeah, he answered her, but I put my hand up, he didn't answer me. But you may have already been answered. And in fact, we are pointing now to such, where I say the quintessence of truth. That when we answer the person, you maybe answer one personal little problem. But when your pointing is universal, everyone can see. Sometimes you think your particular problem is your particular problem. But your understanding is universal and takes care of that problem also. So if you hold on to a question too much, you insist, I've got to ask my question, but it's already been answered. Even energetically it's answered. But your mind says, I've got to ask my question. Someone told me, actually, Guruji, to be honest with you, actually any sincere seeker, for them, the invitation is enough, if they follow. Invitation is enough. The rest is bonus, play. Dessert. We're only having dessert. The invitation is enough. But for some people, already we're halfway now into our time here. Some people asking, you're coming back next year? I said, I'm still here, actually. Who can speak of next year? I don't know. Mind. So my responses are very broad. If you catch the point, that single point will catch the universe. If you don't catch the point, I may spend a whole season on your problem and you still don't come out of it. If you're holding identity. Now this lady's put her hand up very strong at the back there. I want to see what you have to say now. Another one, no, two ladies. Let me see what happened. It's not so specific.
Guruji.
Thank you.
You said to me that the I is misidentified. Only the formless I is real.
Yes.
And I want to say that I am not ego. I am pure intelligence. This I have discovered.
Yeah. And this I that is saying it, where is it?
This also is seen, and there is a kind of amazement, but it is in front of me.
Yes. Yes. In front of you, you being what?
Purest.
Purest, you say?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you didn't say tourist.
No.
Sorry. No, I'm serious.
No,
My hair's not so good.
I'm not a tourist.
Purist. Okay. This is good. This is good. Continue, no?
I just want to say that now you keep me in your light till I am nothing. Let me not get away this time.
Yes. Get away would only be that somehow subtly
Yes.
the egoic identity has found a hiding place. I have said before, it is so amazing is the egoic identity that it can in some way slip behind the eyeballs of the seer and say, look, there's nothing. How to catch that one? Behind the very eyeball itself. And saying, behold, there's only emptiness. But at some point, by grace or something will feel actually, sorry, whoa, what was that? And you hear him going, you'll catch him.
Yes.
You will catch it, you see? However subtle egoic play is, you are subtler still. Because what you are is true and truth. The play of delusions and illusions ultimately is to support your awakening, actually. So that no stone is left unturned somehow. You see? We're not just now asking for nice life, just give me a nice life. No. That which will expose all the hidden and potential play is seen now from the purity, because why? You have come to zero. You're not holding any shape, you're not holding any particular thing. These words will not be evangelically received. Most people, we still have a strong identity with person, and you want to advance from the position of personhood. What we are doing here is to show, however attractive the person may have been, there is above and higher than that. It is only momentary. Its shape will soon be lost. It will take another shape. And another shape could be another life, it could be another body. Let's be serious about that. It's buying time. Like this you can say. But you are timeless. The ways of the mind and the ego are ancient. But you as truth are timeless. And you have everything with you to use your intelligence, your intuition, your discernment to transcend the delusions of the egoic identity. So I am going to stay with you right now, and you speak like this, and whatever I find, I'm going to keep trying to comb out.
Yes.
You can comb it out yourself. Keep combing out. Every time something comes, yes, Mooji, I understand you now. I see that I'm the self. Who is seeing that it is the self? Me. Which is who? I'm the infinite. No. Now there's a thought. I have to be able to smell you out to see if this is really speaking from truth, or is it that the I person is taking the form and appearing to be absolute. You have to get caught, you see. Then alone, otherwise it's going to continue creating mischief.
Yes.
Yeah. And amazingly, I put it that this is the one thing. If there is something to really transcend this first. And every other subsequent transcendence becomes something smaller for you. So finish off now. You say everything is in front. Everything that can appear, good or bad,
Yes.
Bitter or sweet,
Yes.
it's only apparent, something apparent. You don't have to, as the self, does the infinite have to move over for a strong phenomena to appear? Does the self need to move aside for some strong phenomena to go onto the stage of manifestation?
No.
No.
It cannot.
Yes. Can it be injured in some way?
It cannot be injured.
Yeah. Can it be weakened?
There is no weakness, no strength also. But there is a kind of determination that I must stand in this.
There's a determination that I must stand with this.
Yes.
So is that the self's determination?
Not really. It's like a devotee's determination.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So the determination is to achieve something.
The determination is because I have experienced states of grace before.
Yes.
But they have passed.
Yes.
And
Yeah. That I now is speaking is which one? I'm not trying to catch her out or something, I'm just saying to see if you can see even there. I have experienced state of grace before.
Yes.
So this I is a localized I.
yes.
I've had this before, I've come to this place before, and I know it can be very tricky.
Yes.
Because something is saying, I've done it, experienced something really good, I've been joyriding the experience, and the next thing I crashed.
Yes, because there was the sense that I am visiting the formless, like this.
Yes. Now?
But another cannot see the formless.
Huh?
No other can see the formless.
Thank you. So you may say there still arises a sort of a sense of the need to honor this.
Yes.
And that doesn't slip into a duality.
Yes.
Don't say too much about that, but there is you see, because sometimes it is experienced as a state, and someone feels, yay, I've done it, whoa, I got it, I know I'm the self now, I know I'm the self now, sending email, I'm the self, Facebook, whoa, I got it. So you see that's not, self is not just some behavior also. It's not a behavior or a non-behavior. We can't describe. And yet, why was the attraction then? If it's not something that can be known phenomenally and say, yes, myself is even higher than yourself. If it's not any of those, what was the attraction then?
You said no, it is the only one beyond sorrow.
Only?
It is the only one beyond sorrow.
Yes. You can see why?
Yes.
Yes. I just ask only, this seeing, is it the fruit of determination or of understanding?
Not at all. They're not of determination, only grace.
Grace.
Only grace.
Very good.
All glory to you, my Lord.
This is good. Thank you for taking my probing.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. This one.
Please, can I talk with you privately after satsang? Please don't refuse me. 15 minutes. Give me 15
Why
minutes.
private?
Because what I had to tell you, it maybe not for everybody.
It's very rare for me to give into that because I feel what I have to share is for everybody.
Okay.
Yet I know that if there are some things that mean that you have to disclose someone's name and this kind of stuff, and then I say, but do you need to have to disclose any name? Can you find a way of conveying that doesn't reflect back on some particular person? Is enough to say that the situation without getting too personal?
Okay, I can tell now.
Then please.
Okay, so I'm not advanced at English. I need Russian translation.
Russian translation. We have very good Russian translation. Very good. Where's my Russian very good translation? Don't embarrass me now. Come on, you gotta come. Okay, coming. The Russians are coming. Okay, thank you.
So, 6 years ago, you was in Russia, in Moscow, in St. Petersburg, and I also was there. And
my Russian is very good. Sorry. Okay, yes, it's true. I was in Moscow and then St. Petersburg. Mm-hmm. You were there also?
Yes, I was there.
Okay.
And between satsangs, in the break, I was laying on the floor, and something started become with me. Now I began to awaken, and when it was light, my ex-husband came in those moments, not 1 minute earlier or 1 minute later. Directly in this moment, he came and become to call me to say that he's going to work, that he wanted to say me goodbye, and I didn't answer. And he started to shake me more and more.
To shake you?
Yes.
You were on the floor, something happened in satsang.
Yes.
You,
Not satsang, break between satsang.
in the break between satsang,
Yes.
you fell on the floor,
Yeah.
and something was happening inside. In that instant, your husband came,
Yes.
your ex-husband now. He came, and then he was saying that he's going to work and he has to go now.
Yeah, he began to
started to shake
shake
you.
me, yeah. And so my experience stopped.
Yes.
And then after 2 months, I came to Rishikesh here, and I was. I wanted only to die in your hugs. I loved you so much. I wanted only to deepen in my love to you. I came here and I'm sorry. And from first day, this experience started to repeat again, but
The experience started to what?
Repeat.
Repeat.
Yes.
Okay.
and but the mind remembered that the breathing has to disappear. So it
Who
controls
has to disappear? The person.
the breathing.
The breathing. The mind is saying the breathing has to disappear.
It's mind situation. It was. I don't know.
No, it's okay. I mean, sometimes I'm just to see where the voices are coming
Maybe.
from. No? Okay.
So I couldn't to do it because it was always the mind control. And I was here. It happened maybe million times in a day, and I was like somnambula here. I wanted only to to manage with it, to finish.
You wanted to end that kind of experience, or you wanted to wake up?
I wanted to awaken.
To awaken, yes.
Yes. And but it happened like this. I don't know why.
Yeah. You know, something you said just now, which is that, you know, when this was happening, your mind is behaving like that. You observed your mind, even in that state, that the mind is coming with all these things, and something was just happening, maybe in the body, in body-mind, but you were the presence there that observed these things happening, no?
Yes, of course I observed it,
Yeah.
but
But? Because see, this is a very important point
it
for me.
didn't help me.
You see, this me didn't help is a little bit different from what I'm saying. You were the presence there, you were the consciousness there. Were you conscious with the identity of a person, or conscious just as conscious? This is a very important thing. Very important thing. Because you're there and you can see things happening, something is happening in the body, and the mind is going, oh, you know, you're still breathing, so, you know, this shouldn't be happening. But were you observing all this from a neutral place or from a personal place?
Both.
Yes. If it is both, then the personal place was in front of the neutral place. It wouldn't be the person is there and is observing the neutral place. The neutral place is there. It cannot be in front or back. It is the background of everything.
So it seems like I don't think, yes, I am like I am, but some thought come and so I can't disappear. Okay, I continue. When I came at home in my country, the first day, and I was, when I left India, I was
Upset.
yes, I was upset because I wasn't changed. So, and when I came home at first day, I felt so much, so big power to die. And I said, and I afraid that again I couldn't manage with it. And so
I closed my mouth and nose with my hands.
yes, I don't know why I did it, but
Yes.
I disappeared. And after a while, some time, came my ex-husband, and he found me in this situation. And I was with open eyes, but I wasn't in my body, so it was very scary,
Yeah.
because I was blue.
Your body was blue. You were conscious during this time?
Yes, my body was blue.
Yeah.
Now I don't. Yes, I suffocated. But no, now I don't remember now what was with me. I don't
Details,
remember.
okay.
Yes, I've forgotten it.
Yeah.
So he
He broke up my hands.
He broke up my hands and
Broke up?
Like as in
Pull them open.
yes, my hands, and become to call me, and I heard him. I remember it, but I didn't want to come back. But then came my daughter. She was 5 years old this time, and she become to call me, and so I returned because I understood that she needed me. And my husband положил меня спать сразу же. Yes, and he laid me to sleep. And when I woken up morning time, I wasn't a human anymore.
You was not human anymore?
Yes.
What you were?
That? I was that. No mind, no thoughts, no anything, and I was deeply that.
And now? Because you say you was.
You see? So, сначала было равнодушие просто.
At first, I was detached.
It was I was just detached, and then time by time it comes love, and world was объемным.
All-encompassing.
Tell me
Everything.
today what
And-
you want. Today you are here.
I have to say everything you to. So. But I felt that it isn't enough. I haven't finished those time.
Yeah.
Something was not finished. And меня продолжало засасывать в воронку. То есть я уже была этой воронкой, но еще глубже меня туда пыталось засасывать.
The experience was that I was going down deeper and deeper in the swirl.
And именно в тот момент все время приходил какое-то случалось препятствие, когда должно было уже мне
And they kept coming to...
Yes, when it wanted to suck me, something happened in this life, and I couldn't do it in those moments exactly. I don't know why. It's like a joke.
Don't understand what happened when something.
As soon as there would be an experience of getting sucked in, something would happen, as if to take her away from this.
Sucked in means to.
В проявленном мире.
To be the self, you mean? So sucked into that, what?
Себя, да.
Into the self.
Yes.
Sucked in and
Yeah.
I also was this, как быть воронка?
I've explained all these things. Yes, I've explained all these things today.
Yes.
I've explained
Okay.
all these things today. You know, and it very, very nicely covers this type of stuff. That even if this feeling of something is blocking me, or something stops me from really merging with the self, all these things you begin to see is nothing. Nothing stops you from being who, other than the self. It's just another idea preserved through the mind that something is stopping me from, our usual identity, which we can live all of this life with. And we can be evolving, or sometimes you can be changing but not growing. All this is to do with mind. I've shown you the excellent mirror that you can see where's your true place you're looking. And that as soon as you pick up some reference for yourself, a historical background for yourself, a self develops with credibility, who is telling the story of the self. Whereas from the place of truth is irrelevant. It's finished. Why should a 5-year-old story still live? A 2-year-old story still live. Yesterday, at this time, 11:50 in the morning, or 11:50 in the night, or 12, what was your experience? You can't find. It's gone. Only memory gives a sense of its still existing. Everything is gone. But the habit of personhood is to keep these references to sustain the identity of personhood. From the place of the self, all these things, you would not want to talk about them. When you speak about them, they'll make you feel tired. Yourself will feel tired. Unless they have a real purpose, you will just... and that tiredness is your own inner Zen stick that just go, not this, forget about that. It is so beautiful. Don't miss your opportunity today. All these things, what happened 3 years, 5 years ago, whatever, they become nothing. You are walking on a hill and this purple light came around and floated over your head and went... today, nothing at all. It's nothing at all. It's nothing at all. I really am meaning this, and please don't be, insulted by that. Because all of this, the sense of the person is holding this is kind of more building up spiritual credibility and all. There's nothing at all from the place of the self. You're this bright awareness, complete and fulfilled. Even fulfilled is not, it doesn't need fulfilled. It's perfect. What does perfect need fulfilled? It is like that. So these things I would encourage, yes, they keep coming and they keep the image of a self alive. This happened to me, and what you want to know today about it. Was it real? Of course it was not real. It's an event in consciousness. Something happened, memory preserved it.
I realize it now. Yeah. I'm not in those position now, but I'm sure it was that. It was. Я была неподвижностью. Я хочу вернуться в эту неподвижность. Одно дело осознавать себя, что
I'd like to come back into this unmoving space. One thing is to.
Одно дело быть этим, другое дело прикасаться к себе, да? А другое дело быть собой.
One thing is to be it, and another thing is to touch it.
To this isness.
You say one thing is to be it, another thing is to touch it.
Yes.
Yes.
Now it's like yes, I recognize what am I, but it isn't so deeply.
Yes, the I who recognize what I am is also recognizable itself. The I that says, I know what I recognize what I am, there is still some duality there, no? And the one who says there's two things. One is that I can touch it, another one I can be it. But this I can be it, is it a choice for someone to make? or there is just it. No matter what is spoken here, it is just apparent for a brief moment and that's also gone. Everything is gone except it. What we're calling it. Why is this not obvious? Please tell me. Is it just due to habit? Huh? That's the feeling. Attached to feeling. Somebody's saying attached to the memory of the feelings or the feelings, you see? And yeah, it's still memory, feeling, memory. All these things, you see, you could be so totally empty, which is so excellently above any kind of feeling. Feelings come and feelings go. Even in the awakened state, feelings come, feelings go. You're not going to say, go away feeling because I'm the pure emptiness. No, the feelings are appearing and experienced in the emptiness. And there is no trouble there. There's no conflict. Everything is smooth, natural. You bring the person in and it's a mess. You bring the person in and it turns it into some kind of mess. Leave it as it is. Don't try to solve anything and all the nonsense will dissolve. This is spontaneous existence. It is like that. And it doesn't mean that, oh, you should not think. Thinking will happen when thinking is appropriate. Effort will happen when effort is appropriate. But they will not be engineered or created by some identity that feels, yes, I think if I do that, then this will come and then this, like that. Not with life. You are life. You're not even living life. You are life.
I understand it, Mooji. I tell it you not because I'd like to tell you my drum story. No, I want to tell you it because it happens again against, and I can't to finish it. So I'm here to ask you. I proud you, please, if you can. Do it? Because
I am doing it by telling you what I'm telling you. That those things, they are also. If you tell me about this particular thing, and someone else gets up and tells me, you know, I used to be an astronaut and I flew over the earth so many times and stuff. For me, it's the same thing. No, of course I know. Yeah, you flew over the earth. Did you see my house? And well, you like this. You tell me about this. Someone will tell us something else. Somebody tell something else. Are these so important? They're important if you are interested in them. When you pay attention to the self, all these things, they lose their appeal. Now you may think, your mind might say, but this is really interesting stuff. It helps me to be an interesting person. I don't want to lose touch with these things. Fair enough, that's fine. Then whatever will come out of that belief will happen. If you look and from the place of the self, you're so beautifully content. Beautifully. You as who? The self, you are the self. So, all these things, they're okay. You may still watch some YouTube, you enjoy something still. It makes no difference to the self. Your dynamic self-portrait is enjoying these things. Why not? It's also a part of the great dance. The timeless is playing in front of the time, or the time is playing in front of the timeless, or whatever. It's fine. We can keep it so empty. Why? Because it's working by itself already anyway. It's working by itself. We can only interfere through the mind. When you discover yourself, you are at one in harmony with the what is and the what will be or what appears and disappears. Everything is just fine. Everything is just fine. What is everything? Whatever it is in the moment. Who are you?
Who am I? Yes, of course I am isn't all time. But
don't sound like it.
But it isn't so deep, you know. It isn't same things.
Okay.
Mooji, please do it. Replace me. You know what I mean.
What I can do. It's not a doing thing. It's not so much a doing thing.
Every day I...
No, if you were listening, which is what this is about, if you were listening and really checking in and confirming, does this resonate here for some reason? And somehow it's not so much a doing, it's just a recognizing and a confirming, but it is. If you're listening, it's enough like that. What more I have to do? If I do for you, and then after a while you come back again, do again for me. And it wore off the last time, do a bit more again. So this again and again and again is the nature of mind. Something is so pure and so already. So some tendencies you are still giving importance to them, and that's it. There's nothing for me to do. I've shown many beings awoke with less than I've spoken. They heard and thank you. One man came to see me yesterday, late in the evening, and I was told somebody's here, they want to see you. This man came. And he came, I said, okay, let him come. He came inside, he said, today's Satsang. Today's Satsang. He said, I was going to my place up in Topavan, up in Laxmanjula direction. And I couldn't go. I said, I have to come back, I have to find you today. And came and just wanted to share, this. Yeah. The seer is seen, huh? the seeker is seen. Huh? Just this. So profound was that. The seeker itself is a self-image appearing in me. I am the seer. Few words. Maybe we were together 5 minutes. He was so full and so empty. I'm not saying everyone is at that particular point, but somewhere, if you see it not as even steps, maybe like as a thread. One end is strong identification, the other end no identification. Somewhere along the line, something is moving this way. And like a meteorite falling towards the earth, it disappears before it touches. A seeing is taking place. Just the greatest seeing possible. The seeing of what I'm not, seen from what I am. Boom. More than this, mind is searching to stay in the picture. Yes, but please. No. It's finished. It's finished. It's finished. The mind person is going to keep putting there. Yeah, but can I tell you a story? No. But it's a good one. No. It's a magical. No. Keep quiet. No. I trust in you too much to let you keep straying. Pay attention to where you already are. A place you did not create. You are just discovering. That's just this thing. Okay, let's say something and then listen, finally.
Pranam, Guruji.
My love.
Guruji, actually I just wanted to share a quotation which really became like a stop time for me, and it actually applies to every one of us here. So I just want to share that. There are three things which are rare indeed and are due to the grace of God, namely a human birth, the longing for liberation, and the protecting care of a perfected sage. And Guruji, just when I read this, the enormity of the blessing just made me pause, because it applies to all of us here in this room, all who are following you, all who are not here. It's just, what is striking, Guruji, is that none of these three things are in our control. Human birth, the longing for liberation, and the protecting care of a perfected sage. Just feel so full of gratitude, and I know I echo everybody who's here. Because to receive these blessings is just pure grace. And even if these first two came true, you got a human birth, even the longing came, this work cannot be completed without finding your master. And we are all in that blessed space, Guruji. I just wanted to thank you. Just wanted to thank God. Just wanted to thank all the divine forces that have made it possible for this moment to happen. It's too blessed.
Yes.
And Guruji, may we just never take it for granted. Sometimes it feels easy, sometimes we get complacent. I ask you on behalf of all of us, may we fully recognize this blessing. After how many lifetimes we must have come to this point. May we not get away. I put this prayer to you, Guruji, on behalf of all of us.
Yes. Yes. All glory to the Supreme Self, without whom none of this can play.
None of this can.
To come to this place, in my view, a place where you are now at the very pinnacle of the research, the introspection into the nature of yourself. I hold this to be the most important. Doesn't matter if you could build your own spacecraft and go and live in Venus or something like this, but to awaken to the truth which exists behind the facade of personhood, and not merely as a belief or as a hope, but as a direct seeing. This I put. Rahini spoke now yes, these three things, to have a human birth is said to be already so auspicious, because with a human birth, the consciousness can discover and contemplate upon itself in the most effective way. This is the gift of the human experience. This is the gift that the consciousness has the capacity, the potential to awaken to its fundamental nature and be timelessly free and happy. Yes. And in the life, second thing, is to develop the aspiration for liberation. Because many people, it's not in them awaken as yet. But there's no dismissing of that. Each one comes to ripen at its right time. Even on the one tree, not all the fruits come to ripen at the same time. You see? And that is beautiful. And that, through grace, you find one who can help to guide and encourage you. Beware of this, pay attention, look from here, along the way, to speed up that deliverance. That is already. And you say, none of them is in your power to choose, yes, beforehand. We are simply an unfolding of that. My heart feels happy to share these things, so that each one, one by one, maybe not here, maybe in your room, maybe at the outside at one of the cafes, or in some rickshaw or something just pops in you. That clarity. It doesn't have to be while you're here. Somehow it is already burping up all that is untrue. All that is untrue. It is. So this is why I say, it's so auspicious. So auspicious. Of course, the mind is going to be here also. Is looking for, where I can have a little bit of movement or something. But it doesn't matter. You are becoming aware of the difference between the pure self and the mind. The difference between yourself and mind. You can be without this psychological association with the mind, but it cannot live without you. You are the greater as the self. But as a person, you will feel equal or less than this mind that's attacking. As the self, immeasurable. You see. Thank you.
Guruji, a little poem came skipping along to me, and it said, "Take me to meet Guruji. He'll like me because I'm all about being free. And I take place in a tree. So I'm going to offer that poem to you." The heroes of this poem are birds, a pair. And they're connected in a way that's rare. The one bird is busy. Watch her go. She's constantly flying to and fro. She has no time to stop or rest. She's just too busy building her nest. The second bird neither flies nor flits, doing nothing at all. It just sits. Oh, so still, and everything it sees. I do believe it even feels the breeze. The subtlest nuances it does perceive. These two birds are a metaphor true that our Guruji uses to give us a clue about a higher, subtler way to be, our true nature to clearly see. The first bird represents our dynamic life, the coming and going, the doing, the strife. The second bird is a passive place, an entry into the I am space, a place of rest, of silence, of seeing, where hectic doing is replaced by being. When in this place you start to abide, the doer ego has no place to hide. From a space of time and change and lack, you turn around and come back, back, back to the timeless presence that is your true place, home to love and silence and grace. With the grace of the Guru, the first bird finds its twin. With the grace of the Guru, your freedom you win. With the grace of the Guru, noise and doubt recede, and take with them fear and clinging and greed. With the grace of the Guru, it's an end to strife and the start of a spontaneous, joyous life. With the grace of the Guru, the mind comes to rest in the heart. With the grace of the Guru, of the divine you become a part. The grace of the Guru brings you to this zero place, to the end, which was also the beginning of the race. With the grace of the Guru, one fine day, both these birds fly away. Up, up, higher and higher they fly until they merge into the vast blue sky. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji, for making this life blessed and blissed, both. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, you come and say yes.
Thank you, Mooji. Thank you, Mooji, for everything you're
Thank you.
teaching us and leading us to understand. I've been following your teachings for a few years, and you're saying drop all wishes, drop all desires, all imagination, when trying to find yourself. What happens when I drop all wishes and desires and imagination? I'm as myself, but I don't want to do anything. I'm just sitting. I don't want to. There's no desire to work or to go out with friends or just do anything. And
Did you enjoy that state?
yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's nice, but it interferes with the normal way of life. And a few years ago, just being like this pleasantly, I ended up living on the street and not having anything to eat, no work, no nothing. So how can we live life normally in the society if we just drop all wishes, all desires?
I wanted to come in, but I just wanted to give some space to hear you speak further to see if you would autocorrect or something. But what I saw, I don't think I tell people drop a desire, drop. First, you can't do it. It's not really. I may have said that once or twice, but it is not something that I would emphasize, except for someone to whom this advice really belongs, and I can sense them. Then I say, no, usually for people who've been in this path for a while, and I can say, no, don't give so much importance to that. Don't give importance to that particular thing. But I would not broadly say, drop desires. I don't know who can, actually. I would ask you more, for whom are they? Take a look at that. If you are, I don't feel those are my words taken in context.
I might have misunderstood.
Yeah. So therefore, you may say, yes, you dropped all these things. You drop these things. I don't even feel that you could have done that unless the tendency was already in you to do that. Because if it really felt like, someone tell you drop this and drop this, most people think, well, I can't do that. I've got too much things depending here and so on and so on. So if someone takes that advice, or they feel that they heard that advice, just drop that, either that person's already a very elevated state, at least potentially. I would not be so careless just to throw that out and to say, you drop all these things. So I would say more or less, if you are expressing a lot of desire, I say, okay, if you have all these desires and they are making you happy, why come here? What could you want from here? enjoy your desires or suffer them. But if you come and I don't know what would have made you say, I told you drop this and drop this and drop that. It's not my style, actually. Suppose I say to you, you want to wake up to the truth? Stop smoking. Already I'm giving you a burden. And say, I have to stop smoking, Jesus, And then the cigarettes become very, very, or something else, become very, 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 even more appealing. They start to show up in your dream. I know how this works. I don't tell people that. So suppose I tell you, listen, for just half a minute, whatever you do, don't think of pink elephants. Just half a minute, okay? And pay attention to me. What are you going to see? Lots of pink elephants. So I'm not going to tell you, give up desires, because then something even goes, whoa, what is he saying? I mean, why, So I play a much softer way. I say, if that is very strong for you, and then let's take a look. What is it that you desire so much? And we can break it down in a more sensible way, like that. But just to throw this kind of thing out, I don't say that. I don't say to people, give up, because I know how difficult it is. If I'm speaking to the person, I know how difficult, because that has been a cultivated state of being. It's a homegrown relationship. I can just tell you, just give up something. I'm not going to tell you, leave your relationship. I wouldn't say to someone, they're struggling, then just leave, I might say to one or two that I know very well or something, But I'm not going to tell you to do that. I'll leave that for you to decide. I'd rather show you what is true. And when you know what is true, you can do the right thing for yourself. I don't have to interfere with your private life. I don't want to do that. So at least I have the opportunity to correct that. I am not inclined to say to people, give up, because I know how difficult that can feel. And most people would be turned off, like, I tried, but I can't just give up. I have a much higher way than that, a much more elegant way, a much more acceptable way than that to say. So that you tried that, and then you say you felt fine, but then you end up on the street and things like that.
What I meant is that you say leave aside thoughts, leave aside emotions, in order to leave aside everything you're not, in order to see what you are.
No, you don't need to leave aside them to see what you are. What you are allows them to be seen. What you are is not hidden by these things. What you are is not in front, behind your habits to say, get rid of these habits and then, you see this thing. What you are cannot be hidden by something. So it's a misunderstanding. It's not really what I would point like that.
See. Thank you.
Thank you, and good to correct that. Thank you. One more. Oh, a lot more. Who has something to...
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
I want to sing Sufi music.
Sufi music?
Yeah.
Okay, it's long? Can you sing a couple of verses, because we are coming to...
Yeah. I can?
Yeah, okay, come.
Just Turkish.
It's in Turkish?
Yes.
That's fine, it's good.
Bir nefescik söyleyeyim, dinlemezsen neyleyeyim? Bir nefescik söyleyeyim, dinlemezsen Aşk deryasın boylayayım, ummana dalmaya geldim. Aşk deryasın boylayayım, ummana dalmaya geldim. Ben hakla oldum aşina, kalmadı gönlümde nesne. Ben hakla oldum aşina, kalmadı gönlümde nesne. Pervaneyim ateşine, oduna yanmaya geldim. Pervaneyim ateşine, oduna yanmaya geldim. Aşk harmanında savruldum, hem elendim hem yoruldum. Aşk harmanında savruldum, hem elendim hem yoruldum. Kazana girdim, kavruldum. Meydana yenmeye geldim. Kazana girdim, kavruldum. Meydana yenmeye geldim.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, just you. Let me see.
Namaste, Mooji.
Namaste, Mami.
Today, I raise hand against my resistance energy of mind.
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank you. I am listening you from last 2-3 years. What I want to say is, one day I was listening your directions, your pointings are entitled, "The DNA of every form is shapeless." And suddenly, I became shapeless.
Yes.
And how beautiful that moment was. You are more nearer to me. In universe, in world, it seems that you are so far, but you are so close to me. Your grace was so close to me that I felt that in YouTube. After that, most important thing happened in my life with your preachings, that from last 10 years, I was in search of perceiver. Who was the perceiver? And that question dies with your pointings, don't look for perceiver. And that thing, that belief of your pointings encourages me, and I started looking everything, what comes, see, what comes, see, what comes, see. But Guruji, that was endless and becomes now so painful. Last day, that Uncle Ji stand up, I also want to stand up now. Now that's the moment. Not now, then never. I am leaving today, but I was feeling incomplete. It's not ultimate seeing. Seeing is not completing itself.
And completing would be like what?
Maybe I am looking for seer still.
Yes. You're looking, okay, hear this now. You're looking for the seer, the ultimate seer. But like I said earlier, it cannot, in what way will you see the ultimate seer?
Mind is saying, mind is guiding me to see the seer.
Yes.
But belief is saying that there is no seer.
Yes. Yes. You cannot see the seer because you are it seeing. You cannot see the seer because it is the one seeing even the seeing. It is behind. When St. Francis say, what you are searching for, if it's truth, what you are searching for is already the place where you're searching from. People feel it's really, that sounds clever, but they have not done it. That even the place where the search begins, along with the one who is searching, is already arising in front of something already here that perceive it. That is the self. Can that be seen? That which sees even seeing, can it be seen?
No.
No, it cannot be seen. Try and see. Can it be seen when the very idea of what is having the trouble is the conviction of the seeker that it is located somewhere and it has to solve the mystery. Who is the seer?
Yes.
The ultimate seer. If the ultimate seer is seen, then the one who sees the ultimate seer must be more ultimate than the ultimate seer.
Yes.
An unending riddle. How did you begin to perceive when the very act of perceiving is known or perceived? It is you. If you give it to the mind will create some kind of strangeness. Yeah, but you must keep trying to find the seer. You being who to find the seer? Are you relative or absolute? The one who will set out to find the ultimate seer? Is it a local seeker or an absolute seeker? What could the absolute be seeking? So a relative idea of me is trying to find the ultimate. If you find the ultimate seer, then you will be absorbed in the ultimate seer. How could you stand outside the ultimate seer to say, I can see the ultimate? Then you would be where placed? If ultimate means the infinite, where would you stand apart from the infinite to see the infinite? You presently are only a speck, an idea believed in, arising in ultimate seeing, which doesn't pay you too much attention. You said that when you heard that the video or the talk that was called "The DNA of Everything." Is
of every form.
Of
is
every form,
shapeless.
yeah, is emptiness or the formless, and that was so shocking and amazing somehow that whatever you saw became zero, became emptiness. The root of it is emptiness, including you yourself.
I didn't saw anything. I realized I is not there, totally vanished.
Yes.
And I realized that shapelessness. And after that, for nearly 15 days, I am feeling that everything which is visible is not me, and
Yeah.
I am the infinite.
Yes. What took that away, or how did it leave? What happened after 15 days? On the 16th day, what happened?
Mind distracts.
Mind said?
Mind distracted me from that experience, I think.
So you were different from the experience. You say you were nothing, you were that itself. How can mind distract that which is itself formless? You must have become a form for the mind to distract you, which is only an idea.
That happened spontaneous experience. I didn't do anything in that.
Yes, yes, yes. In fact, this is good because it shows you don't have to be vigilant to make sure that the mind doesn't come in and I don't see him. Because then you'll be tired. Oh my God, I go to sleep and the mind is not sleepy. What are you going to do? No, it is greater than that. That even if in a billionth of a second the mind came, there is no one to be ready for the mind. You are already here. The mind stuff come. It can only have succeeded in recreating a sense of a self that could become separate, and that was believed in somehow. You see, all these things, they are useful for the earnest seeker to say, wow, that can happen also. Oh, so that could happen also. That in spite of coming to some final conclusive seeing, still mind came up and said something. Well, you said it distracted you. It distracted you. But who were you to be distracted? It came up and it suggested something. It found a little opening where it's possible to bring you back into the state of a person or something. You know, it's what did it say to bring you back into being? How could it distract? A thought came, and what was the thought that came? Because it's good to know what that thought is. How could it distract you?
I didn't find that thing.
This is very important. These conversations, they were very rare to be having conversation like this. It would be rare that there are so many people sitting in a place like this. Maybe 7 or 8 or 10 people. In olden times, you would, if you were lucky to find a teacher who could help you, it was customary, traditional to spend 12 years in a monastery or in some hermit, making tea and sweeping leaves, to make sure that you had the necessary inwardness to really follow these guidances, because the mind would come very easy and say, but. Now, is it a good sign that so many people are coming? Is it a good sign that maybe more and more people are thinking, whoa, I have to find another way of looking at life? I don't know. But it is this very kind of subtle introspection that is diffusing all this crazy thinking. And it is the exercise that will exorcise this crazy mind. You say like that, you see, you had come to a stage for 15 days. What was your state, 15 days?
Not continuous experience.
Not continuous experience.
Yeah.
Not continuous. So now and again you'll feel somehow, what would you feel? What would happen?
when I stop perceiving, the things, matlab, person identity when drops, ultimately nothingness happens for few microseconds or seconds.
Did nothingness happen?
Yes. When person identity tired or dropped everything, do nothing, then nothingness creates.
Yeah. Yes. It's understandable in a sort of like way of speaking, but it's not true. The emptiness, it cannot fade. I ask you, you've been listening to Invitation also?
Yes.
Yeah, the nothingness cannot fade. What fades is the one who is seeking, is fading in its concentration.
Yes.
This is the one that come and go.
Yes.
You know, but emptiness does not come and go. What we are using the word emptiness now, that which the word emptiness is pointing to doesn't have a label called emptiness. That does not come. If that was not here constantly, nothing could be here. If that was not even one fleeting micro moment of its absence, nothing could exist. It is the substratum, the source from which all this is manifesting. Make no mistake about it. It cannot go. Where to go? Where can the infinite go? The second infinity? Where it can go? So maybe you hear the word, but you have not experienced what the word is pointing to. It's no change. And yet, if it is perceived through the mind, no change, the mind and the entity that lives in the mind, called a person, would be afraid and unattracted to that. You must have had a taste somehow. You must have had the darshan of that to give you that craziness, to be the one in billions who wishes to search for your own source. It cannot go. People say, yes, I was in that state and then it went away. Where it go? Where it go? Hiding behind what is it? No, the mind stuff and identity came back in, and something just sort of like, it just creates this illusion of a separate person within a separate thing and trying to find the self and things like this. All this playing in the self. The self is not a person who is looking to think, oh, I hope I never go back to the person. What has to happen today? We're closing up in a minute. You have to be free in 2 minutes.
I want to free in a microsecond.
If you have to be free in a microsecond, you don't have time to do anything at all. If you are to be free in a microsecond, there's no time. There's no time. If you want to do something in 9.5 seconds, if you are Usain Bolt, you can do something. But what are you going to do in a microsecond? You can do nothing in a microsecond, which is my good news for you. What if there's nothing you can do to be? Nothing you can do to be. There's not even time to drop something. Then what is here then? Which requires absolutely no effort at all. Don't keep trying to use your mind to conjure up something like, there's still... even that is watched. Dismiss that. You don't need to concentrate on anything. No, don't do that. Even that is also seen. Even effort to be nobody is also seen. What is here then? What are you doing? What's happening here now?
Just seeing.
Huh?
Seeing.
Seeing what? Seeing as in creating? Seeing as in noticing?
In noticing.
What noticing? What about noticing? Drop doing. No, not here, I can tell you now. Don't get into doing anything. So what is already here? You cannot, no time to make up anything. What is? Yeah. There's no time even to become. There's no time to concentrate. You started this trouble, okay? You say, I want to be in an instant. Okay, I will work with you instant. Instant what? You have no time to do anything. So instant what? Is it an instant of doing?
It's here.
Huh?
It's here.
It's here. Did it arrive here?
No.
No. Can it leave?
No.
What is it? Is it DNA?
No.
Is there you?
No.
How long will this last? Is it a vision?
No.
How much more to do?
Nothing.
Is this a disappointing discovery?
No. No.
Can we go to lunch? Is it that which is here and gone?
No, it's here.
Yes. Since when? For how
Always.
long? Huh?
It's here.
How long it's been here?
I don't know.
What time is it there? Here it's 12:46. What time is it there?
No time.
No time.
No time.
How old are you?
No age.
We can have lunch.
Thank you, Mooji. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. You came for that. We can have, you came for that. I don't want anyone who come with this urge. She said, I put my hand up reluctantly because something was resisting to come. I said, good, still come. Still come. The one who is resist, this one you transcend. And look how he hold on. Does it matter if he holds on? I'm asking, does it matter if he holds on? If he ties a chain around you, does it matter if you hold on? Aye. Very good. Nice. Heart. Very good.
Past the point of no return, seen the lies, I've seen them burn. Here to overcome it all, here to rise, I cannot fall. At the edge of you and me, free from mental slavery. Stand alone, one in you, power coming through. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. Everyone is in his reach, everything is here to teach you. Listen for the one in you, one in all. Ever true, I find out what my life is worth. All I love is here on earth. Stand alone, one in you, power coming through. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. And I'll take my chances. The path is lesser known, but he's walking with me. He goes before. Now I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. I hear you call, the one inside the hearts of all. Ooh.
Very beautiful. Very great. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I look forward to sitting with you a bit later on today. That's very good. Thank you. Yes, she is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, love you, Mooji.
Love you too. Thank you.
Bye, love you.
Thank you, darling. See you later.
Thank you, Mooji. Thank you. अरे मम्मी की ऐसा पूरी हो गई कितना मजा आ गया
See you later.
Thank you, love you.